Hi everyone! Thanks for visiting my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Carol, the Thrifty Chic Housewife. So today, as you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about Estee Lauder's Double Wear Foundation. Now, I don't typically do videos about beauty. I'm not a beauty guru. I'm just the girl next door with maturing skin who happens to love Double Wear Foundation. So as I've gotten older, it's become more difficult to wear it. So I have learned some tips and tricks that make it more friendly for those of us who have more mature skin. And many of you, the reason I'm doing this video is because many of you who follow me have asked, I love your makeup, can you tell us what you do, what you wear? So that's why I'm doing this video, even though I don't technically have a beauty channel. So, Double Wear. My holy grail foundation. I've been wearing it for more years than I care to admit to, and it has been fantastic. It has served me well. But I noticed as I've gotten older, and those of you who are in my age group will agree, as we age, our skin starts to become more dull. It's not as smooth and as pretty as it used to be, and matte foundations like Double Wear can become more difficult to wear. So as I started having issues, I went on a quest to try to find things, first of all, that help my skin. That's a different video. Look a little bit better. And also try to find ways that I could still hold on and wear my Double Wear foundation, because it's a fantastic foundation. So for those of you who have been reluctant to wear Double Wear, don't be. It is not cakey. It doesn't look like a mask or anything like that. You can as a matter of fact, you can make Double Wear have be very light on the skin, but it's also very buildable, so you can have a very full coverage with it as well. And that's one of the reasons I love it. The other reason I love it is because of its staying power. It's known for its staying power. They claim it's transfer resistant and wears for, I think, up to 24 hours, which I don't know that I would go that far, but it does wear a long time, and it looks so pretty on the skin for a long time. So I just was really hesitant to give it up. But like I said, it was getting harder to wear it because of the changes in my skin. So have a few tips and tricks for you that I want to share with you because I've been asked. So here you go. So my first tip or trick for wearing Double Wear, and this has become my favorite way to wear it, is to mix equal parts of Futurist with equal parts Double Wear. You guys, these two together are absolute magic. Now, I know you're saying in the back of your mind, well, if you want the radiant finish and the hydration of Futurist, why not just wear it by itself? And I do have a video on this. I did a video a couple months ago when it first came out about this foundation and my thoughts on it. So you might want to check that out if you're interested. And that is true, but this foundation has a little bit too much radiance for me. It does not wear as well as Double Wear, although it does have a beautiful, flawless finish to it. It has great coverage. It doesn't wear quite as well as Double Wear, and it's not quite the same coverage. So I found that mixing these two together in equal parts is absolute magic. And for me, you can see that's what I'm wearing right now. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. So by mixing the two together, I'm getting all the things I love about Double Wear: the long wear, the coverage, that flawless look that it gives you, with all the benefits of the Futurist foundation, which is hydration and radiance. So you put these two together, it's absolute magic. And actually, I think if Estee Lauder came out with a hybrid of the two, they couldn't make it fast enough. But that's just my opinion. So that's my first tip or trick, is to mix it with the Futurist. You will be blown away by the results, I promise you. And that is the way that I've been wearing it and absolutely loving it. So before Futurist came along, I tried some other things. I tried different primers, different skincare products underneath it, and still wasn't super happy with it. But I did come across with a few things that do work for me. So the first thing that you want to do to kind of help with that matte look that Double Wear tends to be known for and to have is we want to add some hydration. Now, I always wear skincare underneath it, and I always have a really nice moisturizer underneath, but that wasn't quite enough. So before I put on my foundation, before I put on just the Double Wear, I always use MAC's Fix Plus. It's a lovely mist for helping. It helps it to go on nice and smooth. It adds a nice layer of hydration to the skin. It has great skin loving ingredients to it. It's got chamomile and green tea and hyaluronic acid in it, which helps your skin to hold on to moisture, which makes this have less of that matte look to it. So I start off by spraying my face with this. If this can be on the little bit of the pricier side, if you don't want to spend, I think this is like $30 some now. If you don't want to spend that, a good dupe for that is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. This works fantastically as well. The ingredients in this aren't quite as good as the ingredients in this, but they are very similar, and the price is, the e.l.f. is a fraction of what this is. I think that this bottle is like $6. This bottle's like 30. So budget option, high-end option with a little bit better ingredients. So you decide. So anyway, this helps to add some moisture to the skin before I apply my Double Wear. So that was helpful. The other thing that I found that works really well is I use the Hourglass Ambient Light Finishing Powder. This was a recommendation from one of the girls that works at Sephora, and it works really well. This is what it looks like. The color I use is in Dim Light. And what I do is after I apply the Fix Plus, my Double Wear, and my setting powder, this is the very last step, and I just kind of, you'll see here in just a second, I just kind of apply it to the center of my face. It adds some radiance, helps to take down any of that matte look that's still left, and it just gives you a really nice finish. Word of caution on this, I did try using it by itself without any other powder. This is a finishing powder, not a setting powder, so I still use a setting powder, but I did try to use this alone. And if you use too much of this, it will accentuate fine lines, wrinkles, texture, and pores. So don't wear this by itself. It's a finishing powder. It's meant to be used as the very last step, and you want to use a very light hand, and you want to use a nice fluffy brush. You don't want to use a really dense brush. You want to use a nice fluffy brush, and this is the BK Beauty brush from Lisa J. She's a YouTuber here, and she started her own brush line, and her brushes are fantastic, and I love this nice big fluffy brush. So whatever brand of brush you want to use, just make sure it's nice and fluffy. You don't want a dense brush. You don't want, like, this is the Real Techniques powder brush. This is very dense. This is nice and fluffy and really soft. You need something fluffy and soft. So this works really well, and you want to use a very light hand. Now, the other thing that I still do with any foundation that I wear is I do use a setting powder. My favorite is the Estee Lauder Double Wear powder foundation. I like it for its staying power, and if you use a really light hand with it, it just gives you some extra staying power and kind of finishes your look. It doesn't have to be a heavy look. It doesn't have to be matte, even though this does have a matte finish. If you use a light hand, again, with a big fluffy brush, it doesn't have that real matte look to it. So my steps are, again, Fix Plus, Estee Lauder foundation, my setting powder, and then finishing powder. So, and then at the very end, I go ahead and use another spray of the Fix Plus. That just helps to get rid of any powdery look that you may have left over, and it helps everything to blend together. So those are my tips and tricks for wearing the Double Wear foundation by itself without using Futurist. So I'm going to show you both ways. We're going to start with what I just described, using just the Double Wear foundation with these extra helpers. And then at the end, I will show you, well, you can see, that's what I have on right now, but I'll show you how I apply it, the double wear and the Futures together, and how beautiful it is. Okay guys, so here we go. Just for reference, I have on my Derma E vitamin C serum. That is the vitamin C serum that I'm using right now. Hopefully you can see that. And then the other thing I'm using is my moisturizer slash sunscreen, is the Olay Daily Complete. And that's all I have on my skin. So the first thing we want to do is add some hydration to our skin. So I love to use Max Fix Plus first and just kind of spritz it all over. Let that dry for just a second. And then you're gonna shake up your double wear. I'm using my sponge to apply. And I apply it, kind of dab it all over first and then start spreading. I use it under my eyes, on my eyelids. I use it all over. I always apply a little bit extra to my chin and around the sides of my nose. I have a lot of broken capillaries there, and I like for those to be well covered. And I just kind of bounce it. I do a sweeping motion, and then I also do a bouncing motion kind of towards the end, just to make sure everything is spread out really well. And that coverage is pretty good. Then I would go in with some concealer. I am loving the Hourglass Creaseless, I think it's Hourglass Creaseless Concealer, Airbrush Concealer, something like that. It's kind of new. It's great, you guys, especially for mature skin. Then I would go in with the Double Wear Powder Foundation. And then I just dip it in my powder and then just kind of pounce it in places where I know I might get a little bit oily. My skin's not oily, but we might need some little extra help with shine, kind of in the T-zone. And I think it just, for me, powder just gives you a finished look. So that would be next for me. Then I would go in with some bronzer. And then blush. And then the last step is to use the Hourglass finishing powder. I just take a little bit of it on my big fluffy brush and just kind of go in the middle of my face where you want a little extra radiance. Forehead, nose, chin, kind of that area. And it just gives this beautiful radiant glow to your skin. Any hydrating setting spray such as Fix Plus or the e.l.f. Makeup and Mist, those will add hydration at the end, and it will take down any powdery look from any powders you've used, face powder, setting powder, foundation, anything that's powdery. If you spray that at the very end, it just takes all that down, and it helps everything blend and come together. But I think that using those products together with the Double Wear, I'm getting all of the wonderful benefits of Double Wear, the long wear, the flawless look. It covers really well. I love that. And I just think it makes the skin look really great. But using the other products help for those of us who have aging skin be able to wear it without having that super matte look to our skin that can accentuate fine lines, wrinkles, dryness, dullness, anything like that. I think that that just really gives you the radiance you need. and I think it just looks really pretty. So those are my tricks for wearing double wear by itself. Okay, so we're back. I have the same exact thing on underneath my vitamin C serum and my Olay. And now I'm going to show you my favorite way to wear double wear. I do love Futurist, but my favorite way to wear it is mixed with double wear. I get the best of both worlds that way, and it's so pretty. And you'll see that I don't have to use this anymore, and I don't need to use this anymore. So I still use my beauty blender. That's my favorite tool to use, but this will work if you want to use a brush or your fingers or whatever. But I use equal parts Futurist with equal parts double wear, and I usually do double wear first. I don't have a pump for my double wear. I've never bothered to purchase one. It works fine for me without. So I'll just put some double wear on my sponge. Add about a pump and a half of the Futurist. And then the same thing, dab it on and then start blending. You get all the benefits of double wear with the benefits of Futurist all in one. It is just so pretty, so skin-like. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll do the other steps the same, except I will not be using the hourglass. So at this point I would go ahead and do my concealer. To set my under eye concealer, I don't use the double wear powder foundation under my eyes. I use the Hourglass Veil, translucent setting powder veil. I like that. It gives a nice airbrushed finish underneath there. The double wear can be too much for under the eyes, so I don't ever use that under my eyes. Okay guys, so what do you think? Glowy, dewy, radiant, love it. I just think these two together are absolute magic. It is definitely my favorite way to wear double wear. But if you, for some reason, don't want to use the Futurist with the double wear, the other things that I mentioned do help with still giving you some radiance and some glow and making it look a little nicer on aging skin. The Hourglass Ambient Finishing Powder is great, and you will definitely want to use a hydrating setting spray like Fix Plus, or budget version is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. They're both great. The e.l.f. has similar ingredients to the Fix Plus, but it's like a fraction of the cost of the Fix Plus. So whatever is in your budget, my favorite is Fix Plus. It's a fantastic product and it works. It's great for your skin. It has a lot of skin loving ingredients in that, and we love that, right? So those are my tips and tricks. Like I said, I'm not a makeup guru. I'm just the girl next door with aging skin who happens to love double wear. So I've tried a million different ways to wear it to make it look a little bit better on my aging skin. So those are my tips and tricks, and I hope that they're helpful to you. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.